Universes just released a brand new Godzilla booster set. Let's open a box together and take a look at these cards. I think that this is going to be a booster set that is highly sought after for a long time and that maintains its value very well. The cards in here are absolutely incredibly strong in competitive play, and also the art is gorgeous. If you stick around until the end of this video, I'll show you an incredible pull that I had at my local pre-release tonight. I just got home from that pre-release and I saved an extra pre-release pack to open with you guys and a box. Okay, let's take a look at what we're working with. The first thing you'll notice is this right here, and you won't want to throw it away. It invites you to get onto the Universes Gaming Network, but it also has a code that gets you loyalty points. You can cash these loyalty points in for special promos on the loyalty shop, and those promos that they put on there are typically pretty highly sought after, so you are going to want to get those points. Okay, we got 24 packs here. Let's see what we get, and along the way I'll talk a little bit about the cards that we open, a little bit about this set, and what makes this such a high value set. I think that this is going to be a foundational set in Universes for years to come. Okay, Tangled Grasp, Towering Stature, Otherworldly Power, Gliding Approach, Alien Incursion, Wrathful Spirit, Hedorah, Smog Monster is going to be our first character pull here. Every single pack comes with a character, and Beam Combo is going to be our first rare, 4 difficulty, 5 mid 4, breaker 1. If an attack has been blocked this turn, this attack gets 3 damage. So it can become a 5 mid 7. That's 12 stats on a 4 diff. That's very solid. Nice one, low block with the breaker 1 there to boot. Perfectly fine rare. Can't Escape Me. This is a reprint of an old My Hero Academia card, but now with Godzilla art and new legality. Always been a staple. Threat Neutralized and Need for Destruction. So those 3 are going to be our uncommons. Then we have our character pull, and then we have our commons here, and I'll start putting my rares up here. Let's see where the glare isn't too bad up there. These packs are pretty easy to open because they come with these pull tabs. Aquatic Approach, Jet Front Kick, Spiteful Intentions, Ancient Research, High Guard, Recombining Body, Jet Jaguar is our second character, and Final Wars is the rare for this pack. This one, while it's in your stage, all attacks get +1 damage, your attacks and your rival attacks. And then after an attack deals damage, after your attack deals damage, you get to draw a card. So very powerful, but comes with the downside of your rival attacks are also getting +1 damage. That's not an issue as long as you're killing them that turn or you're blocking really well. Destroya emerges, Series of Strikes, and Overwhelming Force. All right. One thing you'll notice, by the way, about these characters that you get in the packs, on the back of them, instead of being a Universes card back, it's actually a power token. This entire set revolves very heavily around these power tokens. Tokens are a new card type, relatively recently introduced to Universes. And it says sacrifice, your attack gets +2 damage. So you can store these up over the course of a game, add them all to one massive attack, or you can add them slowly. You can get around like resets from your rival. You know, if they take your damage to 0, for example, then you can use some more of these to re-up the damage. These are very valuable. They're very strong. And a lot of the characters are generating power tokens. A lot of these cards are generating power tokens, and they're all on the backs of these characters. So if you're opening up a lot of packs, then you're probably going to have a lot of extra characters. Now, those extra characters, you don't have to throw them in the trash. They're your extra power tokens that you can use in games. All right, every single pack gets a character. Every single pack gets a power token. Hammerhand Pierce, Plunging Talon, Benevolent Kaiju, Bite and Claw, Artificial Power. Oh, took 2 commons off there. Shin Godzilla. And Power of the Monster, a secret rare here. Every box should come with at least one secret rare. It's a 2 high block breaker 1, so pretty solid just as a block. But it also has this: sacrifice a foundation after your rival plays the same ability on the same card for the second time or greater this turn, seal 1 card in their stage, and add a power token to your stage. So you'll notice that this can even seal your rival's character. You know, if you're playing against like a Rodan and they're very, very powerful on defense, giving all of your attacks like -3, -4 speed, you can play this, seal them, and it's going to get you that 2 damage from the power token that you can use at any time. Let's see. Defiant Roar, Antenna Beams, and Spiked Tail Whip. Shin Godzilla is the character that my brother is the most excited for. He's got a list where, I mean, it is absolutely oppressive. Shin Godzilla is all about destroying rival foundations and staying ahead in resource advantage, but he's also like gaining a lot of health and generating power tokens. So his attacks hit like a truck, and he actually plays more like a 30 health 7-hander. Very, very powerful. Horn Stab, Adapting Tactics, Intergalactic Monster, Repelling Fire, Fighter Jets. So everything's about power tokens here. Fighter Jet says this attack gets +1 or -2 speed. Your rival sacrifices a power token, and it's a 1 high block and just a 1 difficulty. Now, they forgot to put the vitality of this backup on this card. It does have 3 vitality. Sometimes there's misprints in sets. That's all right. We know what they meant. Countermeasure, Burning Godzilla is our character, and Jet Haymaker is our rare. Let's see. Natural Cover, Bloody Chainsaws, Roar of the Kaiju. I am going to be building, updating my flock deck to be adding in those fire jets, because I suspect that most competitive events in the near future will have lots of power token generation. Tangled Grasp, Plunging Talon, Spiteful Intentions, Ancient Research, Alien Incursion, Countermeasure, Godzilla, Titan of Terror, the most powerful character in the set, at least in my opinion. Flying Menace, 5 high 5, breaker 1. After this attack deals damage, add 2 Destroya counters to your character. So if you're playing Destroya, the more Destroya counters you get, the more you get to destroy your rival's foundations. Combined Perfect Form, Laser Cannon, and Protector of Life. I absolutely love this card. After you block with this, the attack deals no damage. So that means it's an Omni block. That means it's Throw Hate. And you get to add a power token to your stage. And you get the Breaker 1. There's so much value from blocking with this. Yes, it's not doing anything on offense, but getting 3 powerful effects. Hey, Breaker 1, power token to my stage, Omni block, and Throw Hate. That is an uncommon. Godzilla, Titan of Terror. I think that this character is incredible. Maybe the most powerful character in Universes right away. I think it's going to dominate the Chicago Regional here this next month in terms of representation. You get to play a card with printed difficulty 5 from your discard pile as your next form. No check necessary. So effectively, you're a 7-hander playing anything you want out of your discard pile that's 5 difficulty. Build in a 5 difficulty foundation, play a 5 difficulty attack really, really late into an attack string. No check necessary. Really versatile. There's going to be tons of different builds here. I strongly suspect that after Chicago, though, that we're going to see an errata for Godzilla, Titan of Terror, because as written, I think that character is just too powerful, in my opinion. Hornstab. But I will say, like, one of the great things about this set is that almost all of the characters and all of the ultra rares are very, very powerful. And that means that the value of the set is going to be very stable over time, because as long as this set is in competitive play and legal, everybody's going to be wanting these cards. You know, we saw that in the past with like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dark Tournament a couple years ago. I mean, those boxes, they went way up in value over the last couple years because it's had a lot of meta staples like Ice Sword Execution, Walk the Dog, etc. Jet Front Kick. I suspect that's going to be the same here. So I think you're going to be very happy if you go and get one of these boxes. Brutal fighting style, drawing power. They're worth the money. Godzilla, Shin Godzilla, another one. Let's see what we get here. Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. Your rival's next check gets -2. Failing that check does not end the combat phase. Your next check gets +2. So you can either hurt your rival's check or help your check. Laser cannon, colossal, stare down, sky dominance. Okay. I'll start speeding up here a little bit through the commons and uncommons, but I really want to give you like a good sense for what this set looks like and feels like to open. Mothra. This character, very, very powerful, very defensive though. You basically just get a free block. So you play like you're an 8-hander because you get this free block. And you don't even have to commit anything to pass it. I mean, that's crazy. Brutal Bite is our 2-check rare here. Endurance, Cybertronic, Jet, Somersault, Kick. Let's see here. Sometimes I'm not so great at these pull tabs, and I only get halfway. So I have to open it up there a little bit more. Hovering Above, Harmonious Spirit, Tactics, High Guard, Kaiju Brawl, Biollante Arrives, Burning Godzilla, Repair is our ultra rare. First form, gain 6 health, add a power token to your stage. So if you're playing like some character where you really want to draw the game out, gaining 6 health is crazy. And then you can add 2 damage to something in the future. Let's see. That is actually our first ultra rare in this pack. I mean, in this booster box. Can that be right? Yeah, I think we were only working with rares and 1 secret rare so far. So, first ultra rare coming in here. That means we should have 5 ultra rares. We haven't seen an alternate art yet. The best card that you could open in this set is called a Chrome Rare. Some characters are serialized 1 through 100. And you can possibly open one in any booster pack of Godzilla. Fearsome Durability, Biollante, that's our first one of that character. And Soaring in the Skies is our rare. Monumental, Rapid, and another Rapid. Let's put those there. See what we get. Crashing Down, Built for Battle, Multiple, Ruthless, Slow Guard, Brush Off. Ooh, there we go. There's our first alternate art character. It's not a chrome, but still looks awesome. Godzilla, Titan of Terror. Like I was saying earlier, I think it's the most powerful character in the set. And there you go. He's looking very menacing there in the smoke. It's got some texture on it too. Our rare and uncommons. Multiple, Hammerhand Pierce, Horn Stab, Bite and Claw, Artificial Power, Triple Beam, Shin Godzilla, Silk Rain, Weaponized, Unbelievable, and Sky Dominance. Crashing Down, Ruthless Guardian, Jet Front Kick, Low Guard, Engage the Monster, Wrathful Spirit, Burning Godzilla, Shin Godzilla Arrives is going to be a rare. Add it to Momentum. If a rival foundation's been destroyed, like Shin Godzilla does, gain a health and draw a card. That's a lot of value there, but you have to jump through a little hoop to get all the value on it. Let's see. I will say this set, most of the power lies in the ultra rares, secret rare, and rares. The commons and uncommons feel very, very tailored towards, at least for attacks, feel very tailored towards sealed play. A lot of the foundations are very strong. It introduced a new, well, let's see right here. It introduced like a new mechanic. If your rival has cycled this game, they discard 1 card. So Typically, you cycle on like turn 4, 5, or 6. And once that happens, all of your foundations like this are going to become more powerful. And a lot of times they have extremely strong effects. Something to encourage the game to come to a close once you get past a certain point of time. Anguirus is going to be our character. Godzilla versus Gigan is our rare. Micro, Colossal, and Monsters of the Deep. Let's see, we should have 5 ultra rares still left, and we're really running out of packs here. Harmonious Spirit, this is personally one of my favorite of the Cycle Lock cards. Add any card from your discard pile to your hand. It's kind of crazy. You can do that on offense or on defense. Let's see what we get here. Rodan is our character. Ultra Rare, Blasting Off. We knew the Ultra Rares were coming. This one, every time you play a keyword ability on this card, you get to draw a card. So like on the order symbol, you can use like the 1 difficulty foundation. Don't do this. Discard a card, give it stun 1. And now you get to recoup the discard 1 card cost because you're going to get to draw a card and filter your hand that way. But it also has 3 keywords here: Deadlock, Stun 3, Powerful 2, and EX 2. Yeah, anytime you see like a repeatable response like that, you know that it's going to be prone to finding some sort of combo that just completely breaks it. Brace, Corrosive, and Twisted Reflection. So we get Savage Combatants, Built for Battle, Resilient Spirit, Ancient Research, Biolante Arrives, Gigan, and Mecha Bombardment is our 3rd ultra rare, 3 low 5. If we have more cards in our removed pile than our rival, this gets stun 2. After this attack resolves, remove it. Only playable if you have fewer foundations than your rival. I feel like this was meant for like the previous Bionic Menace released in the Challenger decks, where you remove the top 2 cards of your deck. So then it's going to be like a 3 low 5 stun 2 that clears itself from the card pool. Mecha Godzilla, Combined Perfect Form, and Gathered Energy. What was our character there? Oh, it was Giga. Let's see. Aquatic Approach, Tangled Grass, Plunging Talon, Bite and Claw, Wrathful Spirit, Batra, Sky Piercing, Heat Ray. This attack gets +1/+1 for each other card with printed difficulty 5 or greater. So remember how Titan of Terror can play 5 diffs for free? Well, add this on to the end of a string, maybe give it like +4/+4. You're not working with too bad a stats there. Shrouded, Blooming, and Unbelievable Power. Spiteful Intentions, Rockets, Hammerhand Pierce, Low Guard, Repelling Fire, Deft Approach, another Hedora. Thermal Flame is our ultra rare. Has Echo, which means you can spend a momentum and play it again. And Frenzy, it's going to get +1/+1 for each time your rival's blocked. And then it also becomes a 4 diff if a rival foundation's been destroyed, and it cannot be partially blocked, and it's a nice 1 low block. There's just a lot going on for this card. Weaponized, Gale Force Wings, Absorbing Pollution. How many packs we got left? 6. 6 chances left for a Chrome. Then we're going to open a pre-release box, which also has 6 packs and comes with a alt art History's Greatest Monster. Transforming Body, Destructive Tendencies, Collateral Destruction, Cobmat Submarine, Artificial Power, Wrathful Spirit, Angie, Deep Sea Shred, 5 difficulty, 4 mid, 7. After this attack is blocked, add a power token to your stage and gain 1 health. Like we were talking about earlier, a lot of this set is based around power token generation. Five packs left. All right, let's speed it up here a little bit. We got another Ingy. Crushing Impact is our ultra rare, +1 speed for each power token in our stage. So build up like 10 power tokens, 14 low 6, and then cash in those power tokens for damage. If it's the second attack or greater, you get to ready a foundation. You get to ready selectively a foundation. So it plays like a 4-diff, but you also can reset like a powerful commit cost foundation. 4 packs left. How many ultra rares did that get us to now? 5? So we should have 1 more ultra rare. Intimidating size, tail trip, scattering, Rodan. Sorry, I skipped through a lot of cards there. Malevolent Slash as our rare. Unyielding Force, Wrath. Three packs left. Transforming Body, Sweeping Destruction, Towering Stature, Kaiju, Biolante, King Ghidorah. What does that say? Paired Beams. 5 high 4, 2 check, mill 2. Gets X damage. X equals the printed difficulty of the cards milled this way. And at the start of the end phase, we get to add this card to our momentum. Whether or not our rival blocked, let's go into our momentum. But you pay for the consistency of the momentum by sacrificing the consistency of your checks and playing a 2 check. Harmonious, Destructive, Otherworldly Power, Silk Cocoon, Fearsome Durability, Mothra, Jet Uppercut. We've got an alternate art ultra rare here. 5 low 3. We can add 4 cards from rivals' discard pile to the bottom of their deck, get some damage, and draw a card. So here is an example of an alternate art. It looks like we got an alternate art character and an alternate art ultra rare. I'm not sure if it's 2 alternate arts per box or if it tends to be 1, and sometimes you can get 2. But that's not too bad here. Let's see. Let's get a little bit of that glare off of those. Godzilla, Titan of Terror, and Jet Uppercut. Resilient Spirit, Intimidating Size, Gust, Submarine, Kaiju Brawl, Drawing Power, Gigan, Focused Prism Beams. Vast Hybrid Chimera Kraken just rotated out of competitive play, but this is almost just as good. 4 difficulty, 3 high 5. After it resolves, if it received a speed and damage bonus, you get to commit and freeze a rival non-character card. You can freeze a backup, freeze an asset, freeze a foundation. Deadlock Powerful 5 also gets 3 speed if your rival has 4 or more committed foundations. So 6 high 5 is already great stats on a 4 diff, but now you're also getting to commit and freeze a rival card after it resolves. Yeah, you have to make sure it has a speed and damage bonus, but that's really not going to be very hard to do in 90% of characters and decks that play it. Okay, so that is going to do it for our box. Now we're going to jump into our pre-release pack and check that one out. Our alternate arts were here. The Jet Uppercut, 1 alternate art attack, and 1 alternate art character. And then our ultra rares, Focused Prism Beams. That one I'm very happy about. Crushing Impact, Thermal Flame. Those 2 are going to be pretty solid. Blasting Off, Bombardment, and Repair. All right, let's stack up our rares over here. Power of the Monsters was our secret rare. And now for the pre-release pack. So in Universes for pre-release, they give you these boxes. They have 1 alternate art, and then they have 6 packs. Your job is to make a 40 card deck out of those 6 packs, and then you'll just play some games with your locals. It's only the best of 1. When you cycle, you only remove 5. But it's a fun time. And you can play any card that you open regardless of symbols. Okay, I just did a terrible job with the pull tab here. But here you can see alternate art, History's Greatest Monster. This is a card that came out with the original Godzilla Challenger decks maybe a year and a half ago, or has it been 2 years now? But updated symbol, I believe that means it's going to be updated legality as well. And I love this one. This one just counts as 2 foundations. You get to ready it when you play something with 5 difficulty or greater. And then you also have this very, very powerful Deadlock Enhance. Give it an attack throw. Okay, let's put that one, we'll just put it up here. Okay, 6 packs, 6 more chances at a chrome, and some sweet alt arts. Batra, Sky Piercing Heat Ray again. We've seen that one. Wrath, Standing Tall. See what we get. Remember, at the end of this, I will show you what I actually pulled in my pre-release pack right before coming here and filming this video. Okay, ultra rare. All right, pre-release pack is cooking a little bit here. Humanity Fights On. 13 difficulty, 4-check, but it gets -1 difficulty for each infinity card in your stage, and you can change this to be a high or low. Take your pick. Yeah, I think that this card is going to be very prone to being broken. I don't know if we have enough infinity cards quite yet to make it worth it, but in the future, I could see it happening. Okay, there you go. And our uncommons. All right. 4 more chances at a chrome rare. Crashing, Built, Rockets, High Guard, Offensive, Countermeasure, Rodan, Monster Swing. It's going to be our rare and our uncommons here. Let's see what we get. Mothra. Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. Not too bad. 2 more packs here. So far this pre-release kit giving us 1 ultra rare. If we get anything more cool, I'll consider it a success. Another ultra rare, secret rare, some sort of alt art. Maybe it could happen. Let's see what we get. Oh! Secret rare, Total Destruction. 8 difficulty, 4-check, first form, remove, destroy all assets, backups, and foundations. Add 2 power tokens to your stage. Your combat phase ends. So the 8 difficulty doesn't really matter because you're blowing everything up anyway. So who cares if you commit it and you're saying, hey, let's restart the game. Not only are you losing foundations, also assets and backups. And then after you block with this card, you get to ruin 1. So if it's not the ideal time to blow up the board, it's still a nice, tricky block to have and mess up your rival. So another secret rare from us, secret rare and an ultra rare in the pre-release pack. I consider that a pretty darn good success, but we have 1 pack left to open tonight. Is this the Chrome Rare pack? The alternate art secret rare pack? We will just have to see. Let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead to the good part. Looks like an ultra rare. Hey, 1 difficulty, Immense Showdown. Flip, add 2 cards from your rival's discard pile to the bottom of their deck. So hey, remember how I was saying Titan of Terror, Godzilla's going to be the best character here, and he gets to choose any 5 difficulty from his discard pile to play? Not anymore. You get to take him out, put him at the bottom of their deck. And then you also get this deadlock form. Sacrifice, add an attack with printed difficulty 5 or greater from your discard pile to your hand. So if you don't use this and your rival's in deadlock, then you also get to sacrifice and add anything you want. Just really, really solid for a 1 difficulty foundation. So there you go. 2 ultra rares and a secret rare from this pre-release pack. I would say that's pretty solid. I always feel like the pre-release packs are like juiced a little bit, like they're a little bit more lucky. I have no data to back that up beyond my vibes. You know, it just feels like pre-release packs tend to do really, really well. So speaking of that, I promised to show you the super cool card that I opened in my pre-release pack before filming this video. And here it is. I actually did open a Chrome Rare Mechagodzilla Modified Type 3 Kuryu. You can see the kanji here spelling out Mechagodzilla and Kana. You can see it's number 60 out of 100. and I actually have already sold this. I immediately posted it for sale, had a buyer within just a couple minutes. To be honest, it really didn't take that long at all. I'm going to be going tomorrow to the post office and sending this one out. But yeah, I got to pull a Chrome Rare from pre-release. I did end up playing this character for my pre-release, and I went 2-1. Very, very fun time. I mean, look at how gorgeous this is with the green in the background. That's awesome. This set is just awesome to open. Very, very happy about that Chrome Rare pull. Happy about this box. You know, I'm happy to have a alternate art Godzilla Titan of Terror here, as I could see myself high likelihood of playing that character for Chicago. So who knows? Maybe I'll sleeve this one up, and that'll be my next competitive character. But that is the experience of opening a pre-release pack and a Godzilla booster set. These cards are going to be around for a long time in competitive play as staples. The art, you know, we got to see a little bit here, is just absolutely gorgeous. You can go and pick these up. It officially releases here this next week, but pre-releases are happening as we speak. So go check out your local game store, see if they've already had their pre-release, or maybe you can still sign up. Yeah, and then just keep an eye out because next week it'll be releasing. That's going to do it for me here tonight. I hope you have awesome luck when you go and get your own booster boxes and that you pull a Chrome Rare. I'll see you next time.